People in Bolivar are upset after they say dozens of animals died at a livestock auction yesterday. While we did edit the video for content, some of the images you're about to see may be disturbing. Liam Garrity spoke to staff at the Roberts Brothers livestock auction on what they say happened. Liam.
Francis, staff told me half a dozen animals died in a freak accident. They say they weren't prepared for the high heat yesterday. One customer we spoke with says the animals weren't being moved quickly enough at all. She even took some in to save them. And the videos and images you will see could be disturbing.
As we looked around, there were just bunnies dying everywhere. They can't handle that heat. There were dead chickens in multiple different cages.
They're not mine. I'm just trying to save them.
I don't think there was a thought to pause it because they wanted to try to get these animals back to where a new place, either back home with their original owner or home with the new buyer.
Whole shaded area, but nobody had it until after they sold it.
Saturday at Robert Brothers livestock auction in Bolivar, customers called it chaos.
They had set aside in kind of the dead pile. And I said, have you checked that one yet to make sure they're all dead? And he just kind of scooted it to me.
Customer Colby Hodges says animals weren't being moved quick enough. Debbie McGinnis, a spokesperson for the auction, told me everything happened too fast.
Without a question, we're sorry that it happened. It was a little unavoidable, not knowing how quickly the temperature was going to change.
She says this is not normal.
We've been in business for 64 years. We've never had anything like this happen before.
McGinnis says once they noticed the issue, they started moving animals into a shaded carport and made canopies. Hodges says she took in over 30 chickens, a chick, and some rabbits. She feared they would die in buckets if left out in the heat.
As I started pulling them over into the shade, was about half live, half dead.
Hodges says even after getting them home, more died. And she saw dozens of dead animals at the auction. But McGinnis told me out of 565 heads, half a dozen died.
And after they were in the shade, we went to try to dispose of them, and they popped back to life.
McGinnis says they had a vet check all the animals in the morning before the auction. And no one wants this to ever happen again.
This was an unusual situation. We had to flex and pivot as fast as we could, both for the animals' sake and to complete our obligation of getting those animals sold so they could get back home.
We treat our animals like pets. I kind of figured I might be disappointed in some things, but I did not expect to see animals dying as they were being sold.
McGinnis says they will be more prepared next week, having more canopies and shade for all the animals coming to the auction. And they told me they called the Missouri Department of Agriculture to let them know what happened. Reporting in the newsroom, I'm Liam Garrity.